Nintendo is beginning, so all I can say to you is enjoy, just lay back and please enjoy the end.
Here we are, the final two. Well, good luck, Survivor Sans. You too, Stephen and Leon. Whoever wins deserves it. You got that right. Being in the final two means so much to me because I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. You know, I didn't do very well in season 29 and I've completely redeemed myself in season 35 this season, but there'd be nothing more sweeter than victories, so I'm hoping that I can convince the jury that I played the stronger game, even though Stephen and Leon, they are going to be tough opponents to beat, so good luck to them. Leon, I've been saying it for a long time, but I've always been saying there's no way we lose, and here we are, we're in the final two. Yeah, not only that, we've played one heck of a game. That's exactly right. I am ready to plead our game to the jury and tell why we deserve to win, because I think that we played one of the best games this season. Oh, hands down, 100%. So, we have to convince the jury that we played the better game. Yeah, we've got this. Hello, you two, and a massive congratulations on making it to the final two. You both, or three of you, I'm going to say both though, have accomplished something that 22 others couldn't. And that is our wit, our plan, our laugh, that's Survivor, but it is what it is, in order to make it to the final two. You have voted 7 people onto the jury, and it will be the jury today who will decide your fate in the game. Remember, you're going to need 4 votes to win. Now, without further ado, let's bring in our jury. Introducing Heavy, Kenta, Inkling Boy, Shantae, Trico, Spike, and Bayonetta voted out yesterday. Hello, jury members. Today, you will be making the decision of who you would like to see win between Stephen and Leon and Survivor Sans. Now, you will all get to ask a question if you wish to, and we'll be going in order of jury. So, Heavy, if you would like to ask a question, stand up here and ask your question. How are you doing, you two? Congratulations on making it to the final two. You both did something that I couldn't do, and I wish I could have, but I didn't. So I just want to ask you both, obviously, this whole theme of this season was rivals, so I just want to talk about how you think your relationship or your friendship or, you know, went with your rival and what you did about it. So, Stephen, Leon, we'll begin with you. Yeah, I think when it comes to my friendship with Trico, obviously, when it came to the team swap, when I went over to his team in the mutiny, whatever you called it, I wanted to make truce with him immediately because I didn't want us really fighting throughout the game. Because I knew that if anyone was going to get me out of the game, it was Trico. He's a very dominant player, and he proved that in the season. So I decided to make truce with him, and I think that was probably the best decision in my game because we not only are we great friends now, but he was a great, ally, and he helped me make it this far in the game. Thank you very much. Survivor Sans? Look, I think it's pretty obvious that myself and Pi, we don't click. And he's got me out of the game already in season 29. And he's pushed me down twice. He also pushed me down in season 30. So I just wanted to get my revenge. And that's why, that's one of the reasons I came back out here, actually. To finally get my revenge on Pi. And I got it, That was one of my main goals out here. And I did it. So I'm very proud of how I played. Alright, thank you, you two. Alright, thank you, Evie. Kenta, if you have a question, stand up here and ask. Hey, you two. Now look, I don't think either of you deserve to win, to be quite frank with you, because of what you did to me on the episode that I got eliminated. You trapped me in a box, and it was very unnecessary. So I just want to hear whose idea was it. Mine, because you trapped me in a box earlier. Noted. Okay, Inkling Boy, you're up if you have a question. Hey, you two, and massive congrats on making it to the final two. Now, my vote is still up in the air, so it's going to come down to this question, I guess. So, what was your plan initially coming into the game, and how did you plan to play, and how did that kind of change throughout the game? Yeah, my plan coming into this game was just to change a lot. Obviously, Leon was always with me, but he didn't really do much in Season 24. But this time, he really helped me out in the game, and that was one of the strategies I had going into it. Leon was really helping me out, because he watches this show as well, and two great minds think alike, But it was not just that, it was also to try and heal relationships whilst also, because I'm not going to lie, when I started this game, I was kind of being a villain. I was not afraid to backstab and lie to people. But I think I learned later on into the game that that's not the way you should play. I think, obviously, lying and backstabbing and stuff is a part of the game, and I did do that. However, don't do it for the sake of doing it. There needs to be timing. Yeah, 100% what he said. Alright, thanks for that. Survivor Sands, what was your plan going into the game? My plan was, obviously in Season 29, I was a very one-dimensional person. I flipped and flopped, and it didn't get me very far. So my plan was, I was going to stick with one alliance until they didn't want to be with me anymore. Then I was going to go to another alliance, and I'm very happy with how I played alliance-wise, because I didn't flip-flop too much. Of course, there was times I flip-flopped. There was a lot of times we flipped and flopped, not just me, a number of people. But I think I did them at the right times because I'm still here in the game. And I was on the bottom for a large majority of the game. Just like you, Inkling, we were on the bottom together. And I managed to, make it out. So I'm very proud of how I managed to do that. And I think I've evolved a lot since my first season. Alright, thanks you two. Thanks, Inkling. Shantae, you're up. Hey, you two, obviously, first, just a massive congratulations on making it to the final two. That's a massive achievement, and I've never been able to do it. So you two should feel extremely proud of yourselves. But I guess the question I'm just wondering is sort of, what was your biggest strength in this game, and what do you think your biggest weakness was in this game? I think my biggest strength was, honestly, Leon. And I know that sounds kind of cheesy in a way, but me and Leon have just got something that, when you put it together, it's just absolutely unbelievable. And we've been able to form a lot of relationships and heal a lot of relationships, like I said earlier. And I think that's probably my biggest strength, just the fact that I have evolved so much, and it was not so much about making moves for the sake of making moves, and it was about timing. But I think my biggest weakness in the game was maybe my mouth. Obviously, I think early on in the game, I was trying to make a lot of moves. I decided to mutiny, which could have ended off really badly, but I think that made me stronger. But I do think in this game, my biggest weakness was probably my personality and my mouth, though I think I did manage to handle that pretty quickly. Okay, thanks, Survivor Sands. What was your biggest strength and your biggest weakness? I think my biggest strength coming into the game was the fact that I didn't really do well my first season. And I had a lot of room for improvement, and I wasn't going to be seen as a massive threat. There were, I think, 6 winners out here. There were people who made it really far. And I think I was just kind of under the radar when the game started. No one was really seeing me as this big threat. But I think as the game went on, people started to see me as this really big, dominant player, which I'm really proud of. When it comes to my weakness, I could be my ego, I guess. Obviously I'm a mega fan of TDN, and when something's going my way, I'm going to be loud and proud about it, and I don't know, I think that could have rubbed some people the wrong way. So I would say that was probably my biggest weakness in the game. Okay, thanks you two, and best of luck once again. Congratulations. Trico, you're up. Obviously, I think we know where my vote's heading. Steven/Leon, not only did our relationship friendship, really just get better, but you also saved me early on in the game. So I just want to say congratulations. I am voting for you too. But I also want to say that you both did play amazing games. I think that you two were probably one of the 2 best players this season. So you should both be proud of yourselves. And even if you don't win, of course, you should be proud. So that's what I've got to say. Alright, thanks, Rico. Alright, Spike, you're up. Okay, I want to hear what your biggest move in this season was. So proceed. I think my biggest move in this game was my positioning. I've said it twice already, but my plan going into this game was to, form connections instead of breaking them. And, when it came to merch, I had connections with Survivor Sands, I had a connection with Trico, I had a connection with Bowser, I had a connection with Shantae, I had a connection with a number of people. I also had a little connection with Kenta, and I kind of low-key had one with yourself and Bayonetta. So I think that was kind of my strategy. My biggest move was probably my positioning. Because, as far as I'm concerned, I didn't get on the chopping block too much. As for Survivor Sense, it was on the chopping block quite a lot of times, so I think my positioning was probably my biggest move. I don't know if you would consider that a move, but I think the way that I built my army, in a way, was probably my biggest move. Okay, I respect that. Survivor Sands? Yeah, I think I had two pretty big moves in this game. One was getting rid of Pi, the other was getting rid of Trico. They were two, not only winners, but two very dominant players, and I managed to take them both down. They were my moves, especially I'd probably say Pi. I'm very proud of my getting rid of Pi, and karma's a bitch, so that's what I would say. Alright, thank you too, mate. Let's play a win. And our last person, Bayonetta, ask your question. Alright, why do you think you deserve to win more than the person sitting next to you? I think I deserve to win more because I think I grew more as a player. My first time around, I made moves for the sake of making moves. I think Trico knew. Trico gave me an idol his first time around, and I used it to get rid of his girlfriend, and I went home the next elimination. I just did not have a timer. I just kept on making moves, and I did not stop. So I think this time around, I grew more as a player, and that's why I think I deserve to win. I think I deserve to win, actually, because when it came to me in this season, I was looking for redemption and revenge, and I managed to pull both of those things off. Steven says he thinks he grew more as a player, but I couldn't disagree more. I think I grew more as a player because I didn't hold back. I was flipping and flopping my first time around, and this time, not only did I actually manage to maintain alliances, but I managed to see her in the final too. Not only that, I managed to control two massive eliminations, which I don't even think Steven and Leon have against them. So that's why I think I deserve to win more than Steven and Leon. Okay, thank you, jury. You have all made your speeches, and now it is about time for you guys to decide. Now, this season you will not be going up and voting on a piece of paper, and I'm not going to be reading them. How it's going to work is you are just going to be, one by one, standing next to the person who you vote to win. It's going to be just like that. The person with 4 votes, or the first person to get to 4 votes, will officially be the winner. And we will be going this order. Alright guys, Heavy, we'll begin with you. Stand next to who you think deserves to win.
The person I've decided to vote the win for is Survivor Sands.
Alright, that's 1 vote for Survivor Sands. Kenta, you're up. Okay, that's 1 vote for Survivor Sands, 1 vote for Leon and Steven and Leon, my bad. Alright, Inkling, you're up. I worked with this person, and yeah. Okay, that's 2 votes for Survivor Sands, 1 vote for Steven and Leon. Shantae. Sorry, Steven. That's 3 votes for Survivor Sands, 1 vote for Steven and Leon. If they get 1 more vote, Survivor Sands wins. Trico. Okay, that's 3 votes Survivor Sands, 2 votes Steven and Leon, just 2 votes left. Spike, you're up. I have to. Alright, well, it's officially 3-3. Bayonetta, crap. Yeah, whoever you stand next to will be the winner! Oh god, please be me. Whilst I do respect one of your games, I do respect one of you a bit more. One of you was a bit more ruthless, and I don't think that was necessarily a good thing. Maybe it was a good thing, maybe it wasn't, but one of you at the end of the day gets my respect more than the other, and for the pure and sure reason of Steven and Leon pushing me off the cliff yesterday, I'm gonna have to give my win to Survivor Sands. Oh, no way! It's unbelievable! It's all over, and with that, we have a winner! Survivor Sands is the winner of Total Drama Nintendo Rift of Rivals! Oh my god! I did it! Oh my god! Oh, good game, man. Hey, man. I said yesterday when I voted up Bayonetta, if I was to lose to anyone, it was you. Yeah, pal, you did great.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. This is honestly just a dream come true. Oh my god.
He actually did it.
Well, congratulations, Survivor Sans. You are officially the winner. As for Stephen and Leon, great game, but unfortunately you have been eliminated. And since you don't really have to drop a shame here, we also don't have the boat of losers, you don't have to go anywhere.
Oh, cool. Perfect. As for Survivor Sans, how do you feel winning the game?
This is honestly just a dream come true. It just means so much, and thank you to everyone who is supporting me and rooting for me. And whether you vote for me or not, just thank you for playing the season. Honestly, it's awesome.
Well, that's it for this season with our winner, Survivor Sans. Well, next season will be quite quote-unquote challenging, as we have 30 all-new contestants battling it out for the $1 million. That'll be Total Drama Nintendo Caboodle Competitions. But for now, I am Blue Toad, and this has been one awesome season of Total Drama Nintendo Rift of Rivals.